Alright, we're back. I'm not sure if things are working better or worse now. I think I'm getting about the same upload rate. Oh boy. Alright. It might just be my way, it's just me. Alright. So I think everything's finally working. Alright, gonna close down any other things I'm not using. And we are gonna hop right back into Space Engineers. Because, let's be honest, this game's really fun. Alright. So this is basically just my little platform I made. It's all fine and dandy. I got some gravity on it. I built that little, I think it's called Europa. Europa? I don't know, it's a little ice moon that's orbiting, it's either Saturn or Jupiter. Anyways, failed nerd facts aside. I don't know what I should really start building. I feel like, actually, before we start anything, I know. I hate it when you have no idea how much I hate that. When I want to go do my, I can't talk anymore. Alright, so like, I'll exit out of a game to go to do something at Chrome, and false. Anyways, and then my browser just be like, nope, I just want to quit everything. That makes me mad. Hold on. Live now at my channel. Yay! Yeah, awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright. So, I want to build. I'll give you guys a little preview of my current ships, which are the, okay. I also turned off autosave because I have a horrible habit of crashing and blowing everything up. So this is the first ship I've ever built, or I should say, first ship I've built, and I call it a, okay. I call it a frigate hunter. Most of it's heavy armor that's meant to, oh, no. Okay, control V. The whole top is heavy armor, so it's designed to go, like, underneath of other ships. This is gonna be loud. Alright. It's supposed to go underneath, like small battleships and other frigates. And as its name implies, it hunts frigates. It has, 420 millimeter cannons in the front, as well as sniper cannons. On the side here, I've gotten lazy, but, it's supposed to have a Gatling and or rocket turrets on the sides here, which everything is conveyed to the cockpit. So anything you do, you'd be able to do from the cockpit. Reload your guns, throw the animals through the conveyors to everything basically. So everything would be controlled from the cockpit. I'm just going to go to the spectator here and I'll show you the inside of this ship. We'll get to that one in a second. A bit faster, please. Alright, so inside is a little cabin area, airlock. I just kind of wanted to hear, you can't get it through the actual pilot seat, you have to go outside and go in. Like I said, this is the first ship I've built. So this is cabin area with an airlock, so this door would be closed when you come in. You would depressurize, you would come through, and then you would pressurize, you would pressurize the room when you come in here. So this is like a little living area, say you're on a long range mission, and you would go in. You'd be like, oh yeah, I have to go hunt this guy. So partway through that mission, either you're running low on energy or you need to get energy, you would come in here and you would just kind of chill out, wait for whatever mission you're coming in. This is the reactor room / gravity generator, and as its name implies, these are the reactors, which are all these are modded reactors, by the way. And if I think of a name, I'll give it to you. I think it's one of the most popular, and it was part of a mod kit. So, as I said before, everything's converted with batteries. So, this ship can run pretty well. I'm not really sure what else to say about this. But, it's a pretty cool ship. I've tested it against other frigates, and it does what it's supposed to do. That's all I care about. It may look ugly, but it does what it needs to. Now this one, I'm not sure how many people were curious about this, but this is the long-range interceptor. It's a bit smaller than the frigate hunter, and it's it's an escort. It's an escort ship. It does interception missions. It has 2 hydrogen thrusters on the end that are used for like basically the afterburners. You would throw them on and you would go from 0 meters a second in like seconds. Well, probably about 30 seconds. It's fast as hell. And it has 2 jump drive engines inside. It has rocket turrets. So this thing is supposed to so there's like a small plane approaching. You would send 2 or 3 of these things out to jump to the location. They would take care of it. And then it would come back. It also would be escort, so something starts happening, these guys would start coming in. They're pretty maneuverable for their size. I did use all light armor blocks, so they're not solo hunters like the frigate hunter. So that's another completed design. I got my hauler MK1. So just gonna control V and listen. I think my computer is just struggling just a tiny little bit. So just gonna control V. Now, back at my old job, I use a pallet jack, and hold on. I don't know why, but I just saw something of a pallet jack. So this ship is designed off of a shape. Is someone knocking on my door? Huh. I don't know what happened there. I think someone's knocking on my, or I don't know. Maybe I'm just hearing things. Anyways, this is designed off like the shape, not the actual like whole design. Is like based off of a pallet jack. This is the front right here, right? So it has 4 stage thrusters, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, as well as armor slope thrusters all along the sides, the bottom, and yeah, it has the 2 antennas, which I'm still trying to figure out how to make these a jump location, because what I want is like all the cargo ships and like other escort ships would have these on them. So if they start getting in trouble, it would be these guys who'd be able to jump to them in a moment's notice. Again, that's why I have a jump drives and why they're perfect escort ships, because they wouldn't have to be near, rather they start calling for help and you would have 5 or 6 of these guys jump to this location and help out in whatever fight it has. So there's 2 separate doors, which I am planning on modifying in the future. Even make an MK2 version. So this is a reactor and gyroscope room. So this, as you guys can tell, this is not meant for combat at all. It's just kind of slapped in here. So it has 4 large generators, or not generators. Reactors, yes. 4 large reactors, as well as who knows how many gyroscopes. All the batteries, so everything's in this. So say something blows up, your captain's an idiot. It's like, oh no, Captain, we're down. Go repair the engines. Now I am thinking of putting seating here for like a permanent place for the engineers. In case the ship is gonna start moving, or I decide to put jump drives in the future, it would all the engineers would stay down there, or like if they're down there when the ship needs to jump, they'd be able to sit down. This is like the entertainment room, so this is the first thing you see when you come in. Of course, this door is not meant to be open during flight or whatever. Rather, you would depressurize the room before you'd open when you dock at a station. Now back here, I am gonna put like landing gears or merge blocks or something, and I'm gonna make like a cargo thing. So like, it'd like a truck. It would be like, it would come in, it would grab a cargo, and it would fly out and be like, okay, yay, everything's fun, and it would go to this location where it needs to be. Now if you go up further, now the screens are gonna serve a purpose later. I just haven't figured out what it is. Maybe it's gonna abort. Oh no, everything's blowing up. Anyways. This is the command room / pilot seat. So this is a pilot seat, which would have an unrestricted view of whatever's going on out here. And then you have like a captain seat, which will be able to kind of look over the pilot seat and be like, hey, you're doing that wrong. Or in case something happens, someone decides to do a kamikaze and rams the ship and takes up a pilot seat, the captain would be able to pilot the ship from there, and the delivery would be able to go on forward. assuming that they don't come back, which they probably will. And again, that's why you would always have escort ships. So that's pretty much does it for this. I'm probably going to add like control rooms that I'd be able to control, like, I don't know, maybe they'd be control the jump drives, be like, Captain, we are approaching the jump destination. Please fasten your seatbelt and everybody sit down as we engage for jump drives. And it'd be like, yay, we're going to jump to a faraway location. Alright, so enough about that. Alright, I'm just going to delete these things so my computer doesn't start hiccuping. Okay, so next. Oh yeah, hold on. Oops, wrong one. So in this one, it's called the Medium Destroyer. However, it's going to be a immediate response ship. I'm going to put some jump drives into it. So this thing has some heavy armor around like key locations such as the engines and some guns. Now this thing isn't wired up like the Frigate Hunter, but again, I just wanted the shape of it so I can wire it up. That's a pretty good design. Now, I've only colored for one ship, alright? And I'm very sorry about that. I will color them later. And they're probably going to be colored to, like, their role that they play. So, like, oh, boy ships are this, blue ships are that. Okay, I was inside something. So this is supposed to be an immediate response ship. Something breaks out, and either these guys or the Frigate Hunters will be the first to respond, or the Interceptors. But these guys, as you can see, bigger, a lot more guns, and a lot heavier armor, so they'd be able to last longer in battle. So these guys would jump to an immediate location of where this battle has happened, so they'd be the first guys to see action. So here, it'd be manned by a larger crew because it has more guns. So here you'd have a crew control room panel, the control room seats, with the pilot, again, unrestricted view of whatever's going on outside. Now, this might be a bit poorly designed because, like, the whole floor is not fat. The whole floor is flat, so it'd be more like, oh, okay, yeah, something would go, that'd be probably the major weak point at the bottom. But I got this gun that's facing backwards. Also covered the whole, I didn't cover, but I did give it as much defense as I can in the back here. Because I've noticed with a lot of large frigates, is that a lot of people approach it from the and there's a big weak spot like right here, and there's nothing you can do about it. You would try and hit them as they're coming in. You got all the guns on the side here, so yeah, these guys would jump into battle, do the business, and then jump away. At least that's the plan for them. I'm gonna build a heavier variant of it that's gonna be like first in battle, last to leave kind of thing. You know, the heroic ship. Alright. So I'm gonna hit F10 again here. Okay, so here's a free fighter. Alright, these are small cheap ships. Use these guys. These would be your main fighters. Alright, these guys would be littering the battlefield. There'd be like 10 or 12 of these guys just flying around, causing havoc. They're fast, they're small, and they're hard to hit with larger guns like on the ship I just showed you guys. So yeah, that's pretty much that's it. It's for Free Fighter MK1. Now I am probably gonna make another variant, but all these guys have is they just have two machine guns on the front. They're meant to overwhelm the enemies in numbers and not sheer force. Alright, so just gonna exit that guy. I think I have like 2 more ships to show. And then I'm gonna build a carrier, because I just realized I don't have a carrier. Okay, so hold on. Frigate Hunter, hauler. Okay, okay, this is a passenger transport. This is a civilian ship. It's a bit ugly looking, but it serves a purpose. Let's spin this bad boy around. Yeah. Now, this ship is very large, and I love it. So, this thing would land on a platform, or very close to a platform, and you'd even have a thing coming out and like connecting with the stairs. I'm probably going to put merge blocks on it so that it can connect with whatever station's in it, or whatever station it is in, and it can, I forgot it was in my character, but it would be able to connect with whatever station, refuel, do its thing. Alright, so this is the main hallway. I'm gonna build another wall here because I want this to be an airtight area. So that like this door opens, it's like, oh no, everyone's gonna die in here. So this is intended to be the passenger area. I'm gonna put windows here. I'm putting it at my screen. You guys can't even see. I'm funny. So the windows would go here, and here. So the passengers would be like, oh honey, this is such a good view. Stand with me and hold my hand as we stare out into the longing sky. Yeah, this is basically it. There's a gravity generator, so people aren't floating around. So, and then this is the hallway. This is where the crew would go. The passenger and the crew would come into the same area. Now, this is supposed to be like a cheaper, like an older model. It's supposed to be like everything. It's supposed to be simple. So, like, everyone would come in. Passengers go this way. They would take this seat and be like, okay, everyone's taking off. This is your pilot speaking. What the hell? Did you guys? Not sure what that was. Anyways, then the crew would be like, okay, passengers, please.